Hello, River City Reactor here. Have a brand new one from Ren, and I had to agree to there being sensitive images or whatever in the video to get into it. Obviously, the title, Suicide, it's going to be sensitive subject matter. So let's get right into this one. See what Ren has for this one. I'm guessing it's going to be a deep one. I read about him writing it about his friend, obviously, that passed away years ago. He's just now finally releasing this. So it should be pretty intense.
Through the cracks of the night sky, a light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Oh, treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so
Wow. Obviously the images are kind of creepy in this cartoon realistic look they have about them. Very interestingly, shows that it's almost looks like comic book, sort of, I guess. Very interesting.
really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. I'm so fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, but can't sleep a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic.
Wow. She got the pig mask again. Talk about feeling sad and everything, which obviously that's a big factor. Let's get back to that pig mask. That was creepy. Yep.
So fucking lonely beneath this. Narcissistic, can't keep a secret. Miscount sheep, but can't sleep a misfit. Some say trouble, but some say sadistic. Bruises my brother, one time or the other. My skin felt counterfeit, silicone rubber. Bruises my sister, skin pop the blister. Dig deep, resist the feeling when it hits you. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Sick boy, bitten by the tech boy. I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick.
I'm so fucking.
That's really interesting, cool that he mixed his other song in there. Wow. This just has a dark, dreary, almost creepy feeling all around, which obviously it fits the title there and the feelings that people have in their mind when they're in a bad way.
I feel like it's not me, it's the world that's sick.
I'm so fucking washed up and seasick. Masochistic kid with a split lip. 6 feet deep, I can't eat, I'm nervous. Won't stay down cause my body purges. Useless my mother, can't keep in my supper. Skin so pale cause my cheeks leak colour. Truth is my father, you choose your karma. Draw for the sword, then drive through the armour. Falling through the cracks of the night sky. A light goes out on the other side. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Treading on the tracks in the night time. It never really felt like the right time. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide. Suicide, suicide, suicide.
Well, this obviously took a turn here. Wow. Let's see where this song finishes up with.
It's It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about...
Wow. Wow. I know his friend jumped off a bridge, so then that's where this line comes from, but wow, what he's thinking in his head after that moment is terrifying.
Inside a pickup truck, then dumped the whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as well. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Sager, Justin, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. The distance is my plaster cast. The truth is that the day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man.
Wow. This is intense. And I know, was it a week ago or so, I read a community post that Ren put on YouTube that told the whole story of the night that his friend died, and it was very touching, very emotional, incredible story of how he felt. It sounds like this is similar parts I'm seeing in this song, very intense.
The day you jumped, my childhood jumped too. But I still can't find that anger. All I find is missing you, man, I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine.
Wow. I remember that story said how he felt like he just missed by a few minutes getting there, that he ran all the way there and felt like he was just a few minutes late. So that probably still eats at him today, I'm sure. Unbelievable.
With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, cause I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I could find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hers. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd.
Wow. And yeah, he said they never found the body either, which again goes with never having the closure that you need. Wow, incredible. I'm glad I read that post before I saw this. I know I was almost in tears reading his story. And this song definitely brings back every bit of that.
So we never got to wave to the hers. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you absurd. Fuck.
Wow. Very, very intense, emotional. That first part had more of a creepy vibe to it. And then that last verse just flipped into that story that brought it all back for him, I'm sure. Wow. I'm sure that's very hard for him to do, even to this day, years later. And to write a song about that and pour his heart out and everything. Wow. Please go to Ren's page and subscribe there if you haven't already. And that story is there in the community post if you want to read that. Very intense story that he relives. And so like and subscribe over there, and please like and subscribe to my channel also. Hope you enjoyed this one as much as I did. Very, very sad and emotional, but still very well done. Ren and Suicide. Just incredible. Hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. Until next time, this is River City Reactor. Goodbye.